House to Home, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Covering everything under the sun as far as real estate. Welcome to House to Home. I'm Jason Salas, and flying solo apparently today is Gina from RE/MAX Diamond Realty. Hello.
Oh, you paused there.
I know. Gina,
Sorry, I had to do that.
you're calling me on that, right? We've been doing this segment 6 years now. And happy 6-year anniversary, by the way. And you know what I just realized, Gina?
Yeah.
We've been doing this segment so long and everything. We always talk about houses, apartments, commercial buildings and everything like that.
Yeah.
We've never talked about condominiums.
Yes, yes.
I was hoping we could cover that.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so maybe just to break it down, we'll start at the beginning and everything. What is the definition as far as the letter of the law, and maybe to your business, between an apartment and a condominium?
You know, actually, that's a really good question. So an apartment is a unit that the entire property belongs to one person, and there is no horizontal property regime that cuts it up into cubes. That's the difference.
Okay.
I mean, you can have a condominium that has been a building that has been condo converted. So basically, they've recorded what's called a horizontal property regime. And I always explain to people what that is it cuts up the units into cubes. So you're cutting it vertically and horizontally. So
Whenever you
you've
say
got a cube.
regime when it comes to real estate, I get kind of nervous.
No, it's a legal document that enables you to have a square box on the first floor, second floor, third floor, wherever, and you can sell that square box.
Or is it just clever marketing? Because I see a lot of places on Guam where you have, commercial properties and they say so-and-so, Jason Salas condominiums and everything like that. And it doesn't look like condominiums as far as I understand it.
No, a condominium is very specific. It has the horizontal property regime, so everybody refers to it as HPR because that's a mouthful. It has an HPR, and it enables the developer or the owner to sell just their one unit. So that's the difference between an apartment and a condo.
Okay.
Okay, but we also so there's that, and then there's condominiums so people sometimes will call me and say, well, I'm looking for a condo and I'm looking for a townhome. So a townhome, it's a legal phrase, but it's also a design phrase, okay? So a townhome just means it's 2 levels, but if you use it in the legal, as a legal description of dividing property, then townhomes are only cut vertically, not horizontally.
Okay, and that's why you see like the 2 houses like slammed next to each
Yes.
other.
Yes.
And they're wonderful communities. I mean, you see those in cul-de-sacs, you see those in, all over the place.
Yeah. So those are legal distinctions. And the reason, the thing about the condominium market right now is there's low inventory, but it's really the price range. For buyers that are having a difficult time, whether they qualify but don't want to make the monthly payment, or they're just conservative in nature, condominiums are the way to go because you could still find condos in the $100,000 price range.
Okay.
And for a family that's just starting, I mean, that's really manageable.
Okay, now my logic leads me to now ask, is there any difference in the financing of a condo as apart from, like a traditional, if I was going to buy an apartment from like we talked a couple weeks ago, like actually the lease to buy.
Yes.
Or
yes,
like I'm going to buy a
that.
home. Is there any difference in how I apply and the closing costs and everything like that?
Yeah, you're really asking great questions today. There's
Thank you.
absolutely, yeah, you've learned a lot about real estate since we started the program. So
I would hope so after
yeah,
6 years.
Yeah.
I got a good teacher.
Yeah. So that's the catch there with financing condos. You really have to plan for it. When you're financing residential homes, there's so many mechanisms you can use, and like VA and rural development, the RD program, they will do 100% on residential units. But condominiums are a little bit more difficult because there's so many guidelines. The banks have guidelines that they follow in order to sell so they finance a project and then they take that loan and sell it to the secondary market so that they could get their money back. If they don't get that money back, there's no way that they can continue giving out loans year after year. So when they give a loan, they're really packaging it so that they could sell it to somebody else, right? So there are so many guidelines for condominiums. And one of them is if you're going to do RD or VA, there are occupancy ratios. So that those particular entities say if we're going to finance in this building, we want to make sure that there's at least 50% of the units are being occupied by owners, they're not all being leased out. So there's many criteria. And then one of the biggest issues is that most of the loans, I mean, you can do RD if it's got 100% typhoon insurance. So there's another catch. A lot of the condo associations aren't doing typhoon insurance because it's expensive nowadays, right? Typhoon insurance is expensive. But if you don't have typhoon coverage, you can't get 100% loan. So most of the market for condo financing is 80% down payment out of your pocket, 20%, then your closing costs, which is about 4%. Or you can do the other types of loans, which is RD, FHA, which is 97% loan, 3% down. So my suggestion is, if you're looking for something affordable, go to your realtor, call us. We'll sit down and we'll guide you depending on what you've put aside to purchase.
Okay.
And then we'll know which program to focus you with.
Good to know. It's actually remarkable how after 6 years we've never actually touched condos and everything.
And it's complicated.
Yeah, because not everybody wants, picket fence, like ground level. Some people want to be on the 8th floor. They don't want a yard. They don't want everything. So thank you for the information. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. And thank you for watching. We are out of time. We will see you the next time we're on here. Bye-bye.